Here we go, come with me. There's a world out there that we should see. Take my hand, close your eyes, with you right here.
World National News. Hello, good morning. I'm Cameron.
I'm Julianna.
And this is World National News. In Latin America, because of the Mexican Civil War, both universities and communist parties were formed to spread nationalism. There were also Mexican artists such as Diego Rivera that created Mexican nationalist art. Eventually, Lázaro Cárdenas came to power and nationalized oil in Mexico in 1938. This was in response to the U.S.'s Good Neighbor policy created by Franklin Delano Roosevelt in 1933, which allowed America to get involved with Caribbean economies.
Thank you for that, Cameron. National ideas are based on ethnicity, religion, and languages. While in Africa, a Jamaican nationalist leader, Marcus Garvey, promoted Pan-Africanism, preaching black pride and diaspora back to Africa. Racial identities from Jomo Kenyatta through nationalist articulation led to Kenya's independence from British by December 1963. Even though African nationalists embraced the European ideas and ideologies, U.S. blacks intellectuals promoted the unification of a single race and African state. Some movements like negritude, meaning blackness, revived African culture, tradition, writers' poems like Dry Your Tears, Africa by Bernard Davis.
Hi, I'm Angelica, and I'm going to be talking to Sun Yat-sen. So, what points are summarized in your 3 principles of the people?
Our basic ideology calls for the elimination of special privileges for foreigners, national reunification, economic development, and a democratic Republican government based on universal suffrage.
Okay, well, stop looking at the camera. What do you want to accomplish for China?
I want China to become a democratic nation. However, I do not want the proletariat class to dictate our country, and I do not want our country to follow Soviet Union's model of communism.
Aggressive. Will there be a possibility in the future that China be unified under the Kuomintang?
Well, in the future, anything is possible.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chairmane, and I'm going to be talking to former librarian teacher and now Chinese Communist Party leader Mao Zedong. Do you have anything to say before we begin?
Hello, I'm Mao Zedong, and I believe a revolution by the people and for the people would lead to a successful social revolution.
If you do obtain power, what are some reforms you would like to implement on people?
The Great Leap Forward, in which entails the collective vision of farming, property, and also have equality for the people.
What does your revolution have in common with the nationalist revolution?
Well, we both wanted to eliminate warlords, erase foreign spheres of influence, regaining China's independence, restrain foreign invasion, and also restoring China in prosperity.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rebeca, and I'm going to introduce a passive resistant group approved by Gandhi and the National Congress that boycotted British rule and refused to work in British-controlled factories. Not to be confused with Pakistan United, here is Car, featuring Norvin and Farrah.
I wanna be an independent state, so very bad. Get all of the rights we've never had. I wanna be on the cover of Times magazine, smiling next to Teddy and the Queen. Oh, every time I close my eyes, I see my flag waving high. A different country every night, oh, I swear. Prepare for the creation, for when we're all free nations.
I want to have a country like the U.S. so we could rise up against the British military, fight for our freedom, no longer colony, jewel in their eyes, but nothing more. This will be like the American Civil War. Hindus and Muslims always dispute. They can't get along even though they both have Indian roots.
Gandhi's just out here trying to function. Let's all join in, just a little reduction. The India Act gave us self-rule against the British. who were terribly cruel. While the fighting going on within our nation, it's time for change, not procrastination.